Nigeria Info.
All right, Lagos, welcome. It's the morning crossfire right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Shiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been in Lagos. Apart from commissioning the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road, the president has also been receiving several personalities at his residence in Ikoyi. He's received recently the Governor's Advisory Council of the APC in Lagos State and Governor Sowunmi. And he said he's forgiven the governor. And the governor says, "What discord are you talking about?" All right. He's received Davido. Davido went to see the president. He's received their delegates, the governor of Osun State and Davido's father. He's received the Oni of Ife and several other persons. Now, one person who paid the president a visit yesterday, this was breaking news. It was breaking news and it came as a shocker, is PDP Chieftain, a man who has criticized the president time without number. We've lost count. Who doesn't hesitate to bear his mind on the state of the nation. A former spokesperson for the PDP presidential candidate in the last election, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar Turaki Adamawa, and a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, Dr. Segun Sowunmi. He joins us virtually on the program. Dr. Sowunmi, good morning to you.
Good morning, Kofi, my man. Are you all right?
I'm good. You look very, very younger. Your face is more brighter. I think I may also need to pay that visit as well. Has your phone rested since yesterday or since Sunday, when the news broke of that visit to the president?
Well, I think naturally and as expected, it was a major talking point. The internet is busy. My phone is a bit busy. It's okay. It's expected anyway.
Interesting. Now, you tweeted saying you went to spend quality time with the president. What informed your decision to go see Mr. President for that quality time? Of all the people you could have visited.
I was invited. I was really invited.
By Mr. President?
Naturally, you can't go to a man's house unless he invites you, can you?
Yes.
I had gone on for Salah, like I said, at another fora, and a call came in. I couldn't have, I had no inkling that would happen. And then when I said, "Hello, how are you?" I was invited. I will come there, that kind of thing. I was well aware of who I was and who he is, or who I am and who he is. But what most people don't know is that this has been the relationship between me and the president from time immemorial. I don't sit around this table clapping hands or picking crumbs, no. But from time to time, we create that opportunity for ourselves, stimulated sometimes by me and this time by him, and we sit. Usually, we need a lot of time, and we're always probably on disturbed alone, and we engage very, very deeply. If I have respect for him, and people see that I have a lot of respect for him, it is born out of the fact that there are people you speak to, and 5 years after you speak to them, you just know this one is a dullard, probably playing with the emotions of people. And there are people you speak to, and wow, is this how his mind works? And for an inquisitive mind like mine, who's also broadly interested in the nation, I knew that it was not a bad idea, especially since it's been 2 years in the saddle. I've also taken in a lot of the comments of people before now, wherein naturally, because our media is so adversarial to anybody that is sitting on the chair of the president, or even sometimes to the country, and therefore we have stimulated a situation where the Nigerian citizens, especially the young ones who are probably not exactly informed on many issues, get angry all the time. So I knew that what it was, but that was it. That was why I went. It was a good. The ambience of the place was brilliant. It was nice.
Interesting. All right. He said it was a nice atmosphere, brilliant atmosphere. So this your visit comes at a very interesting time, and you're well aware. You tweeted Salah Day 3. I spent quality time with the president. and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, official ABAT GCFI. It was engaging and nostalgic, which means, of course, you and the president go way back.
That's where the nostalgic is, yeah.
Tell us about the nostalgia. Oh.
Okay. Most people, the first time I was going to come across a personality who is now the president, it was, they used to refer to him as Senator Bola Tinubu at that time. He was in London. I had gone from London to Germany, and the long story, I don't want to waste that time there, and I met him. At that time, I put together a special organization, mostly funded and stimulated by the organization of, business people, we called it in Europe, not black people. I was the only black man there. And I had gone to them asking them that, look, you can't be looking at our country. We're talking about 1994, 95. You can't be looking at our country like this. Why would you people all sit down here and be pretending as if, you're not bothered? It was the time when we had a lot of issues. Everybody was in prison. Obasanjo was, Abacha was, what is it? Abiola was, the whole of that time. And so in a bid to figure out, when I had convinced them and persuaded them, I had done a favor that earned me the right to that access. They then asked me, who did I think then could be the link person if I wasn't, I was disturbing everybody. At first, I wanted Wole Soyinka, but I couldn't really find him. They were all afraid. It was that time when Abacha was alleged to do all sorts of things. It would be shocking to you to know that it was actually Dele Momodu, who then said the only person that he thought at that time had that capacity was him, and that's it.
What was who?
Was Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay.
Many meetings took place. I put him in contact and in touch with the people who kick things and they don't move in this world. And that was the beginning of the relationship. It was a lot of, relationship. And thereafter, luckily for the process being managed by those who are interested in pseudo-colonization, he became governor of Lagos.
Sorry.
This is a very interesting
Could we repeat the last sentence, please?
Those who manage neo-colonization. Neo-colonization is the process by which European powers sort of, manage interest in Africa. So that's the type of high level. Okay. It involved even the then president of Germany, President Helmut Kohl. People don't know why I'm different. It's because I had the access to those type of authority way back. And you don't just go to churchmen and just say one stupid thing and then they listen to you. You have to have the access, you have to have the touch point, you have to know how to do the conversation that makes it worth their while. They don't need to listen to me. I was quite young, but they did. And so the process started. And when Ashali became president, when he became governor, we had already pre-imagined long-term planning that he may one day become president. So all of that informs why over the years, the eye is never away from what he's doing. So now that he's president, let's just cut the cheese. He had been in charge. There had been moments that I had thought, does not know what is, what the score is. Are we not? Is the long-term play not the right long-term play? Is the decision to And now that he had 2 years, and then he invited me, it was a good opportunity not to be inquisitive and be asking useless questions. It was a good opportunity, first of all, for me to decipher. Is his mind still? Is this still the man that he was, or he's supposed to be, or is meant to be? The second was, has the spoils of office or the trappings of president taken him completely off tangent? Then does the directive principle that he's running, never mind that he needs people to help him, action things, is the directive principle also as it ought to be? Those are the kinds of serious things that we didn't talk about. And luckily, typically of how we have always been, it was good. We had a good 1 hour, 20 minutes. 1 hour, 20 minutes of the president's time is a lot of presidential time.
Yeah.
It's probably worth like a year because he's busy. A lot of people are, it cleared it out for us. And I can tell you, report back to you that may God allow our country, and by extension Africa, to be able to understand and enjoy the benefits of planning, not just for now, but for a sustainable future. By the time I was going to leave in, when I was done, I remember I use this phrase. I says, Ashaju, I pray that the hard work that you are doing now all comes together well, so that we who are the successor generation will not have to work so hard with our country. That was the type of conversation, and it was nice. It was really nice. And God, you guys, Bola is brilliant. Just forget all that nonsense. He's a very, very brilliant man. And when I say he's brilliant, even if I were to compare him with all the others, and there's nobody that I don't know and I don't engage, and all. There are people that I've engaged, and when I just listen to them, even among the ones who you could call his rivals, I look at them, I listen to others, and I just shake my head. And there are those that I look at them and say, this one is so damn shallow, it's unbelievable. You know?
All right.
But he's brilliant.
So you're saying that he's smarter than his rivals?
By miles.
Does that include Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi?
Come on. When I say smarter than his rival, he's smarter than almost everybody within that age grade.
Okay. All right. So you can understand the shock because you're a Peter Chieftain who's at different times criticized, not
accepting shock therapy. Yeah.
Okay. But I am not right now listening to you interested in the sensational aspects of this, but in the story.
Exactly.
In the story, and I'm glad you've talked about your nostalgic, affiliation with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Right from the 1990s, from the 90s. So would you say, therefore, Segun Sowunmi, that your interaction with Western European
the leaders of the world, including the ones in Brazil and all of that.
Okay, so with the global political establishment and linking Asiwaju to them, or them to Asiwaju, in a bid to play your role in bringing about democracy in Nigeria, will you say that where he is today is because of a small role, if you want to put it mildly, that you played, to plant that seed of ambition and also to pave a path for him?
With due respect,
okay, we have a bit of a lag in the network, so we'll take some calls while I try to get him back. I'm interested in that story. He said a lot there. Says so if you want to unpack it, it's a lot in there. Yeah, Segun Sowunmi, can you hear me, please? Sotumba Segun Sowunmi, can you hear me, please?
The most popular black.
Yeah.
Is it that you think that the most popular black?
Sorry, sir, we lost you for about 30 seconds, so you have to start from the top.
I say it's that kind of thing where you say to leaders of the world, or that kind of leaders. Are you people going to be watching Nigeria, the most populous black nation of the world, this way? Does it even make sense that we're going to be in the world with you, sharing the canopy of the earth, and we're just going to be having a problem? What exactly makes things so hard, And that kind of conversation takes place at a level where, of course, they're going to give you a lot of information as to why you people seem to be struggling, either because they want to say they are not the one responsible, or you guys are the ones taking the wrong decision. But I'm not stupid enough. I started out life doing financial mathematics, actuarial science, which is the highest level of critical thinking available sometimes in mathematics. So I understand the intersection and how to probe.
Okay. So sorry to interject. So are you going to say that you played a small role in? No,
I played a significant role. Okay. One of the things that will make you know how significant the role is this. When Olusegun Obasanjo president became president of Nigeria in 1999, the first country he visited was not London, it was not US, it was Germany. The Nigerian nation has what you call a small and medium scale interface, we call medium SMSE, that thing you talk about.
Yeah.
It was all down to me.
Okay. So how come with your relationship with Asiwaju, you've not been you're not in the APC? With all this
God
history.
Bless you, Kogi. I love you for this. Two things happened because I have a bigger vantage position relative to them, who were trying to just do their June 12 and getting angry, people, I had seen so much and I've heard so much and I had understudied so much that I realized that You can't manage a complex nation called Nigeria, the most populous black nation, if you are too tribal. And I feared that when they came with that AG, the energy and the anger of June 12 would kind of like make them just be looking at everything from the point of view of the tribes. And I knew that, even I told him that when you guys have succeeded in being Lagos people and all Yoruba people and Afenifere people, just like your father Awolowo, you're going to desire to be nationalist. Therefore, I would be a nationalist in advance. I am not interested in any sectional arrangement. That was the first reason. The second reason that actually even this is so interesting, because you have asked a good question today. Yeah. We did the inauguration on the May 29, and he was driving a Musso, one of these Asian jeep called Musso, not just one of those. That's not the jeep I think, Musso.
Yeah.
You know that jeep, right? That was what he had. That's what it's not like. And I was there, was giving the drummers money because the idea had worked. It was the next day in the morning that created the challenge, and I just left with himself. By the next day in the morning, I'd gone to my house, and I'd been at my dad's house, and I'd gone to his own house, where you have shop right now, around that at the Gun. Okay. I'd entered, I'd put my name on the door, and I'd given them a piece of paper, so obviously I was been allowed in. I was seated in the ante room. Now listen to this story, it's interesting because you will see why it's interesting. So I sat in the ante room waiting to be ushered into the main living room, you get? And okay, somebody entered. Before Almighty God, who is the owner of life, I didn't know who he was then, but later on I found out it was the man now that is getting angry with so much, Rafiu Aregbesola. I was so annoyed. I'm coming from England and from Germany and all that. Immediately I was still seated. They did not told me to come in. This one just came in from the door and went there straight. I ordered for paper and pen. I wrote him a mad stinker.
Wow.
One of the phrases I wrote there is that I wrote, who the hell is that one to be entering and I'm seated? You can imagine I was younger now. And then I said, I thought when they said I was outside, you tell your drummers to start beating the drum that the crown prince has arrived. I will not visit you. That was the level. And guess what? I did not visit him. I did not talk to him. I did not till all of the years until it was time for him to be president. I am that firm. So the point I'm making is that was the second reason why, perhaps if that day, and you can imagine if I would look like this now, imagine I would look then. With this bleak look and his beard and all that, I was just leaving. I thought I was being made to wait. Right. While, with due respect, and I apologize, I don't make anything out of it. Look at the optics and how I be looking at it coming from Europe. Someone that was looking like that, the trouser was not up to the ground.
Okay, so it just annoyed me. We're coming back to you. This is a story we want to follow up on. We'll be back.
Malaria, go away. Charlatan, not you away. 3 days is all it takes.
Charlatan Quality Anti-Malaria contains Artemether and Lumefantrine, available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Charlatan is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Charlatan from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Charlatan is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, dirty uniforms and shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
I don't know, man. These days, all you hear is save, invest, save, invest. Wait, how do you guys find this money? Is it not someone that is settled that will have money to save and invest? And even if I manage to invest or save, the interest rates are so low. And one can lose money in all these crypto, NFT, blockchain, and so on.
Introducing Fund 724. It's a simple solution to all your money goals. With as low as 1,000 Naira or that urgent 2K in your pocket, you can start saving with Fund 724 and earn solid returns on your investment. And you can withdraw your money from your account for free. Anytime you like, just dial *724# on your mobile phone and follow the prompts.
Oh, so no need to download an app or join a long queue, huh?
Dial *724# now to get started. Fund 724 is available 24/7. Guarantee Trust Fund Managers is a subsidiary of Guarantee Trust Holding Company PLC. and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Malaria go away. Charlatan knocks you away. 3 days is all it takes.
Charlatan Quality Anti-Malaria contains Artemisa and lumefantrine, available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Charlatan is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Charlatan from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.
Charlatan is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey. And when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of no cubes. Today, eat for good.
There is something about good news. You can't keep it to yourself.
Guys, it has finally happened.
There is something about joy. You can't keep it to yourself. And there is something about the rich taste of Lipton. You can't keep it to yourself.
When you get something you enjoy, you share. Lipton Yellow Label. Tea so good, you want to share.
Success is like a big mansion. You only see the magnificent edifice, not the strong foundation that holds it. Likewise, in the world of e-payments, you only see transactions done and funds remitted. But who pioneered these financial technology solutions? Well, you knew it as Value Card, now Unified Payments, Nigeria's premier financial technology service provider. Yes, it starts here. Find out more at www.up-ng.com.
Unified Payments. Unifying businesses for people.
Malaria go away. Charlatan knocks you away. 3 days is all it takes.
Charlatan Quality Anti-Malaria contains Artemisa and lumefantrine, available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Charlatan is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Charlatan from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.
Charlatan is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. We still have with us Chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, Otumba, Dr. Segun Sowunmi. He joins us right here on the Morning Crossfire virtually, and of course, you all know why. The newspapers and the blogs have been awash with a picture of the Otumba Dr. Segun Sowunmi, who is a PDP chieftain, in a pose, a picture with President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in his residence, of course, that famous palace where a lot of other notable Nigerians have paid the president Salah visit. I've reeled out some of the names, high and mighty Nigerians who have gone there. And it's taken that if you go there to that palace and take that picture with the president, you may most likely be part of the alignment for 2027, which is a question I'll ask him as time goes on. But he is a PDP chieftain. He's previously been very critical of the All Progressives Congress and the Bola Tinubu administration. For instance, there's a headline here from the Guardian News from December 2024. APC scribe Adegborua show me trade words over Tinubu's policies. APC, Tinubu won election through manipulations, now confused in government. This is still from Otumba Segun Sowunmi. And many other headlines. President Tinubu allegedly commits impeachable offense. And of course, yesterday, Atiku's ally Segun Sowunmi visits Tinubu in Lagos. But we've attempted to cut through the sensational aspects of this story to really look at the story within the story. And the Otumba has told us that he and President Bola Tinubu go way back. Go way back. And he's taken us down memory lane to his time in Germany, where he was involved with the business and diplomatic community, and where he thought about what he could do to contribute to Nigeria's return to democracy. And when he was asked for an individual whom the powers that be in the world, the global stage, can support, he, in conjunction with Dele Momodu, Chief Dele Momodu, they put forward the name of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, then who was part of the NADECO, or the Nigerian Democratic Coalition abroad at the time. But I asked the Otumba a question. How come you're not in the APC? And he's given us his answer. The first answer is he felt he needed to be more nationalistic. He wanted to join a national party, not just a party that had its roots. We know of AD, Alliance for Democracy, which had its roots in Afenifere, if I got it correct. So, secondly, you've told us of a story when you visited Asiwaju and you weren't allowed in, and a certain Ogbeni, Rauf Aragbeshola, who now is an adversary to Asiwaju, was let in before you, even though you got there earlier. And you say you're a man of principle, and you decided, you know what, you're not having this. Sir, can you just round that off so I throw the line soon, because I'm sure a lot of people are waiting to call in. So, do you regret? Yes. Yeah. Do you regret writing that note? And
no.
Walking out.
No, listen. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, we have you back, sir. I think we can hear you.
Forgive me, someone is just interfering with his own calls.
Sorry.
Now, I will regret. Listen, that day, that what you can call day 2, the phone is ringing off the hook. People are just calling with their calls. That day was day 2. They made 29, May 30, very next day.
Well, was that 19? Was that 1990? When was that?
1999.
99. Good.
Well, that conversation, with the benefit of hindsight, Rauf could have known the house more than me. Rauf could have not needed to wait. He could have just walked in, maybe, you know what I mean? But it was just the optics. It looked like a tablik. Roll back, look at what that did actually himself even look in 99. Roll back to 99. Try and imagine a Marxist tablik with short trousers and, I said.
Oh, please stop calling the Otumba's line so he can give us the information, please. All right. We need to get to the bottom of this story. All right, it's still the morning crossfire. Kofi Bartels here. We'll take a call while we try to get Otumba back on the line. 99.3. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Kofi.
Welcome. Who is on the line?
You see, this is Pastor Ladipo.
Oh, welcome.
Calling from Orile in Sarigom.
Okay.
It's a pity that we no longer have men of integrity in this nation. I will tell you reasons. All of them have a prize. All of them, they have prize. See, you've not even asked him. So, all those things he has been saying, he has swallowed them now, giving us history of where they have known each other before. It's uncalled for. You see, giving these people even airtime is more painful to Nigerians. The reason is because it is now known that none of them has what they stand for.
Oh.
They only stand for the highest bidder. That is just the reality.
Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you.
Okay, sir, please, your phone is slanted. I don't know what the issue is. Maybe you have to on. Oh yeah, better. Before you respond to Pastor Ladipo, I want just to ask you.
I don't have time for Pastor Ladipo. I'm not interested in that kind of conversation. I want you to really have this conversation. Because I'm not under obligation to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm giving you the kind of gist that people write into memoirs and start selling for people. So don't disturb me with somebody who thinks that the whole thing about life is just money.
Let's continue from that point of regret. Yes.
Now, it was just that he was behind the camera. Guess what? The man was governor for 8 years. And he sat in there all the 16 years of PDP. I didn't go there. And he also had the privilege of being part of and parcel of the 8 years of Buhari. Did you see me around him? He has been president for 2 years. Oh God. Did you see me there?
Did he reach out to you?
At the point when, even before then, there are times in between that we'll meet now and just talk about okay, let me give you one so that you will know, so that nuisance that's talking about people are money and looking for money will not stop annoying me. Because you are poor, does that mean everybody in the country is poor? Now, before he even won the presidency this time, after about 20-something years, I think in 2002, I sent a message across. I said our next meeting is due from 99. I said our next meeting is due. We had that meeting within 24 hours. And what was the reason for that meeting? I looked him straight in the eye and I said, Ashaju, is this the democracy that I bled and we bled for? What the hell is this? I said, how did you people manage to keep political parties in this manner? I look at the nonsense going on in PDP and just look at your own party. What kind of nonsense is this? One of you, if you become the president, because they have never done primaries, or if Atiku becomes the president because they've not done primaries, I said both of you who understand the experiment of the Shehu Musa Yar'Adua, of making sure that we can have a democracy that is stable and have people not just be tribal bigots, we can be pan-Nigerian, and you better go and fix it. That's the kind of conversation I have with the president. I don't go there and start asking him, did you sleep well last night? Do you have money? Do you have money? What kind of nonsense is that? And we had that conversation that time before he became president for 2.5 hours. Did I tell you about it? Did I have pictures? I'm not listening. I will be very upset if people are bigotry about their own tribe man and they come at me because I visited my own brother after so many years. If I want anything from my child, it's there for the taking.
All right.
Did you see me there?
Okay.
For the benefit of all of us, listen, for the benefit of all of us in this country, so that people can still stand straight. I've been standing straight.
Okay.
What kind of nonsense?
Okay,
I'm very upset. I'm disappointed in myself that I've not been visiting him earlier. What kind of rubbish is this?
Show me.
Am I going to go and tell the president?
Yeah, show me. Sorry, sir. So let's get to the content.
I was giving you good gist. One.
Yeah, sir, please. You also have to take it easy with the words on our.
Imagine what you
listeners.
say. Nobody has principle because his father is.
No, sir. You have to take it easy with
But
your
he said
words.
that to me. You allowed him say it.
No, sir. You have to understand that he was. Let's move on. Let's move on. Segun, show me.
Instead of him to sit there and listen to the stories,
no, but Segun, show me, please.
Does he know who I am?
Let's move on. Now,
let me give you one story that will shock you. One day I told the then president of Blessed Memory Raymond Cole, I said, sir, I'm doing so much in the background and I'm helping them through you guys. Can you give me something that I can say or give to them that will make them know that this power that I'm building, I truly have it? He kept quiet. He said, okay, Anthony, what do you want? I said, just tell me anything, something that is beyond my age and beyond my power and even beyond theirs. At that time, Nigeria was Nigeria was under FIFA ban because they didn't go to one of the events in South Africa. You know what he told me? He said, okay, you've asked a smart thing. Tell them, I'm going to tell them, the German Football Federation, to write them an invitation to come and play. Your Super Eagles come and play a friendly match in Frankfurt, Germany. And then they will know that to break a FIFA ban is beyond your freaking age and your gravitas. Guess what? He invited them. They came for the FIFA ban. You know how much it cost him? He paid 10 million euros to a fine to UEFA for breaking that ban for Nigeria. Was it their father that did that? Why didn't I take the money from the man?
Okay, show me. Interesting. This is
no,
some good history.
Kofi,
yes.
The things that others take for themselves is what I always insist they use for the country. Let me give you another one.
Okay.
The Brazilians and the oil industry have left Nigeria for a while. President Lula is another leader that is mine. When he got on his inauguration, they told him he did campaign, said I should come and look at how he does campaign. Then when we finished, said you have to come on the day. If I win, you have to come on. You have to be there physically on the day of my inauguration. I invited some of your leaders who don't have sense. They didn't come. I was there. I was there with President. When we did the greetings and all that, when I was about to decide, okay, you have to come back in 8 months because I don't know the mess. Just so when I got there in 8 months, just so that you know how I think. I got there in 8 months. I seen that he has started transforming the rod. So I asked him that, okay, Lula, Do you know that it's our black ancestors that did the hard work here as slaves? Are you happy that your country, you are doing well, and we are struggling? We can't feed, we can't this, we can't that. Are we going to be sharing the canopy of earth with you? Do you know what I demanded for him? Open up the Brazilian nation back for the Nigerians. Are they not back? Or you people think that things just drop from the skies like manna?
Okay, so Segun, show me. Let's move on. Let's move on now.
Let me give you another one.
No, hold on, sir. Hold on, sir. Because of time, I have some questions. Okay, one more.
After we lost 2023 election,
yeah,
the State Department, the people in America called and said, you're brain democracy. I laughed at them. You guys are not helping opposition. They said we're not asking for help. I said, what do you mean we're not asking for help? Do we know where to turn to? I kept it at that. A few days later, they invited me to the Upper Building to come and have a discussion on Nigeria in the Congress of the US. I'm not a fool like them. When I got there, I could have been, with due respect, I could have been dead. Listen, I could have been dead, putting Nigeria down. I called on to 3 of our major parties. Okay, I called Sega. I said, Sega, if we're invited, what are the things that we need to say? Because I wanted us to own it. Guess what I told them? Clear language is a missing word. You guys are responsible for the destabilization of our northern region because you destabilize Syria and you destabilize Iraq. Where the hell do you think those people are going to move? They're going to come into our country. Look at the wahala we are having. I told them straight in their own Upper Building.
Okay.
They said, okay, well, and let me tell you what you should do to repair it. They said, what? Number 1, open up your bond market to the Nigerian government so we can lend money long term to be able to finance infrastructure. Do you think I'm them?
Okay, show me. Yeah, please. I want to I have a lot of other questions to ask you. I know you're not happy with the critics, but you also but show me, please.
Wait, I
please.
hate the generalization.
Hello, sir. Yeah, we've heard you. We have just 10 minutes to go. I also would want to also plead with you. Yes, sir. I want to. Yes, no problem. Thank you. I appreciate it. I want to plead with you to take it easy on our callers as well because you've come up with some hard work.
Me.
I apologize. I apologize on their behalf, but some of the words you've used have also not uncharitable, and you shouldn't use them on our listeners, please. That being said,
fine. I will. I take some of those uncharitable ones, but
that's why I like you. That's why I like you. You always are reasonable. That's why. But sir, what was the content of your discussion with Asiwaju? What did you?
Bless you. That's what we should be asking.
What did you talk about? Are you joining the APC? Are you joining the APC in the next few days? Are you going to the camp?
That conversation did not even come up. That kind of conversation, that kind of childish conversation did not even come up.
What did you talk about?
If I want to join the APC, I don't need Ambassador Bola Ahmed Tinubu's permission for that.
What did you talk about?
I always knew that by the time that party came in 2015, I had already said thank you, Jesus, because now there are 2 pan-Nigerian parties. One does not have to die in the only one pan-Nigerian party that we had, which was PDP. And I started seeing the fault lines in this party since 2011. I was the Director General of the Goodluck Jonathan Sambo election in 2011 in Ogun. That close working made me see where the issues are. Why do you think I've been screaming about reform? Did I go there?
So what did you talk about? Segun, show me.
2015. Mayor, to his credit, Alhaji Lai Mohammed is still alive. He begged and said, Segun, we created this kind of party for men like you come. You know what I told him? I said, sir, you guys have just won an election. Build that party organically. Build it organically. It doesn't make sense for me to deprive my own people of my skills and assets. Just let's build it organically. Who will take that kind of decision like that?
So what did Asiwaju listen? What did Asiwaju say because of time? What did Asiwaju say to you, and what did you say to him?
Okay, now I asked him a question on the poverty of the poverty. Now look, there are people that are struggling and poverty and all that. He said to me, and I was comparing something with the United States of America. He said, oh God, that guy is brilliant. I was comparing to the United States of America. I said, this is because I knew we are copying American-style democracy and how difficult it is to pass laws. He did like this. He talks like this a bit. He said, Segun, even the United States of America, in the real sense of...
All right, someone is calling Segun show me his phone again, and I want to get to the detail of what they said. Let's pick some calls while we try to get him back.
Hello, Kofi.
Yeah, welcome. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Chibike.
Okay, Chibike, welcome.
A leader doesn't behave like this. He's talking to Nigerians. Please tell him to calm down. We are listening to him.
Thank you very much. I've heard you. Thank you very much. Okay, show me. Our listeners say
in our country.
Yeah, so we lost you for about 10 seconds.
I know all these people just calling. When you reject, they don't even know. He said in America that I should look at America. Let's look at it. He said to even be able to pay mortgage, people are having to do 2 or 3 jobs. He said in our country, almost all their houses, we built it, our people built it. He wasn't talking about himself. Our people own it, and they own it. Mm-hmm. He said, all I'm trying to do for us to make life easier for the people in the long run is to stimulate a credit scheme that can take away the burden. And I knew some of the things he was talking about. Let me give you another question I asked him. I said, look, my heart cannot take the fact that they are killing people in the north. Buhari was there, they are still killing people. You two are there, now what are we going to do about it? He said, Segun, these things are more structural. He said, I'm going to try my best.
Oh. 99.3, good morning. I need 2 hours with this man.
Good morning, Mr. Kofi.
Good morning. Who's on line?
My name is Rita. Mr. Kofi?
Yes.
In as much as your guest is angry, I am also angry. I am also a citizen of Nigeria.
Yes.
Despite the fact that I'm not being interviewed by you. So if you interview anybody,
yes,
if the person is about to give us answers, you just say something, do you know who I am? Who is he, for God's sake? If he doesn't want to
answer, of course, if your voice is sounding like that, what does he expect to say?
No, you came up with it first, please.
I asked him a question.
Also. It's not a question. You can't say you can't answer
Kofi.
That's the kind of leaders we are having.
Can I continue?
If you have opportunity to talk to the president, does not mean if I don't have it, I'm not a citizen of Nigeria. I have my own rights also.
Okay. So okay. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Yes, sir. They want you to calm down. Yes.
I wish this was not even a phony program, so we can have this conversation.
Yeah, but you were saying you told the president about the killings in the north. What did he say?
I just tried to tell you. I said I'm not comfortable. There are people are dying there. He said it's structure. That what he's trying to do is to make sure that he's going to give them forest guards, everybody, and he's going to also make sure that they recruit from the locals a certain number of people that will be locally positioned within the Nigerian police system so that they have enough people to be able to do first responders. Then I asked him another question. I said, look at Yemi Cardoso, because I was asking that Yemi question against a backdrop of thinking that, he just went and picked his friend or somebody that was his boy and all that. I didn't ask it in a way that he can be irritated because it's not under obligation to answer any damn question I asked him. I said, but what are the economy of Yemi Cardoso? He said, Segun, I took Yemi because I know that he's the kind of person that even I can't bully him. He said, okay, let me give you an example. There is one facility that is supposed to go to SMSE. The money is there. They will be disturbing Yemi for that money to go to SMSE. Yemi has not answered them. When the Wahala became much, they came to talk to me. And I said, Yemi, why don't you give them the money? He said, you know what he said? He said, Segun, I'm the president. He said, Yemi said, Mr. President, I've not finished all the things I need to do before I start deploying that plan. I don't want them to just take it and run with it. He said, and Mr. President, if you are in a hurry, listen to this. He said, Cardoso said, and Mr. President, if you are in a hurry, you can take a sovereign guarantee to go and do the one you want to do. But this one, it was CBN guarantee. He said, Segun, I'm the president. Yemi is that tough. Okay. And that's why I put him there, because I didn't want somebody that people can just run over.
So now, because of time, having listened to the president, what would you now say to Nigerians regarding the frustrations, the anger on the state of the economy and security, as well as even corruption? What would you say to Nigerians about this administration and what it's doing?
Well, I would just say, because when I'm not their spokesperson, I'm not in their party, so literally, at least for now. What I think I can say to the Nigerian people, which I believe is the honest truth, if they like the believe, they like them with their business, is that really we couldn't have continued that subsidy when we don't have that money anyway. And if you are going to be buying petrol for a higher price, it's going to impact. Be that as it may, the Nigerian nation is not running a socialist economy. There is no imagination here that you will not do something and you will just sitting there and say government. There's no imagination like that. We need to rebuild our country, if you like, from the family upwards. And reform takes time. You couldn't have allowed the arbitrage. Somebody's collecting dollar from the CBN, going to take it to the market. The money that we don't even have. We couldn't have been borrowing money to sustain.
So are you saying they should give Asiwaju time?
Hello, whether any presidency has a 4-year tenure, he has a 4-year tenure. Barring any unforeseen circumstances, he already has enough time for the next 4 years.
Okay.
When they get to the point of the next election, before they will say, oh, we want Obasanjo, we don't like Obasanjo. We want Yar'Adua, we don't like Yar'Adua. We want Jonathan, we don't like Jonathan. We want Buhari, we don't like Buhari.
Show me.
We want, they should just understand that the questions that needs to be asked should be asked.
You're the same person, sir, who said you're the same person who called. You're the same person who called for the president's impeachment.
That was because. Let me explain that.
No, that's number one. Okay, yeah.
One second. Let me quickly that. Let me quickly answer that. At that time, they had said they removed subsidy. Then somehow, Manley Kyari's NNPC had then said something to the effect that they were still doing something that required. Maybe they were abridging the price. And then I asked, by whose authority is he doing that? And if the president is the Minister of Petroleum, if the National Assembly was a serious National Assembly, they should call Mele and even call the president in his capacity as Minister of Petroleum to come and explain why they are spending money that is not budgeted.
Okay. All right. You're also on record saying that APC and Tinubu hate Nigeria. So now, have you changed your mind on that?
Well, I think that what I would just say is this. The view from outside is different from the view from the inside. And the view from the inside, listen, doesn't have to be necessarily... Listen,
so
the view from the inside...
Are you now inside?
Can you listen now?
Oh, sir, yes.
When I say the view from the outside, if the door is locked and you've not spoken to the man, you will have a view. If you open the door and you listen and you look, you may have some empathy. And the empathy for me is that our nation is difficult to manage. The kind of economic policies and the direction they want to go will bear fruit, I believe so, if they stick to it.
Okay.
But even if you say you are angry, you need to take the others that are even jumping around and talking nonsense. Ask them, what would they have done differently?
So you are saying you changed your view that APC and Tinubu hate Nigeria?
No, I don't know about APC. I will engage them at some point in time. But if you look at how they are doing, with due respect, you even have to ask, by what magic are people trooping there? So if we said they hate Nigeria, why are all the governors going?
Okay, so does Tinubu still hate Nigeria, or have you changed your mind, sir? The network is just keep interfering with us. Oh man, so have you changed your mind as to whether Tinubu? You said Tinubu hates Nigeria, so have you changed your mind, sir? Oh, okay. Show me. Stay with me. I'll be back, please.
The world is changing and opportunities are everywhere. The question is, are you ready to seize them? For far too long, we have been conditioned to think within the constraints of geographical borders created by man. An example is Nigeria. But let me tell you something profound. You are part of the world, not just one nation. You don't just live in Nigeria, you live in the world. It's time to break free, look beyond borders, and seek opportunities that span the globe. You need a worldview. The world is open for business, and the opportunities are endless. It's time to think global. It's time to trade global. Visit hfm.com or download the HFM app on Google Play Store or App Store to get started today.
Oh, what did happen now? No bonus for all my line. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist call. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Alright class, settle down. Today, let's talk about how you started your day.
We got dressed and had pancakes with John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate for breakfast.
My mom makes John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate for us too.
My mom calls it instant goodness. My sister and I always put it inside our pap. It's so yummy.
John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate is a chocolate drink made of rich cocoa, milk, and sugar. Available nationwide in stores. John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate. Enjoy instant goodness.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development and the care they need with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Success is like an aeroplane. You only see the graceful flight high up in the sky, but not the roaring powerful engines propelling it. Likewise, in the world of e-payments, you only see transactions done, funds remitted. But who pioneered these financial technology solutions? Well, you knew it as Value Card, now Unified Payments, Nigeria's premier financial technology service provider. Yes, it starts here. Find out more at www.up-ng.com. Unified Payments, unifying businesses for people.
This taste na banger, this taste na creamy rich, this taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1. Thickness, enjoyment, yumminess, happiness, delightfulness, deliciousness, smoothness. This taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1.
Enjoy more creamy richness with the new Nescafe original 3-in-1 in the new pack. That's strong, finish strong.
Hey, rewards to the land! When I buy airtime and data on any network,
I get up to 10% cash back.
I pay my NEPA, DSTV, or StarTimes and call
3% cash back.
Now so, Smart Cash back, don't get reloaded.
And they load my wallet.
Hey, it's the Smart Cash back reloaded. Top up airtime or data on any network and get up to 10% cash back, or pay your electricity or cable TV bill and get 3% cash back sharply. Only on Smart Cash. No door yourself. Download the Smart Cash app or dial *939# to start today. Terms and conditions they shall.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Okay, we have to say goodbye to Otumba Shomi. Dr. Shomi, so I was asking, have you changed your mind from what you said earlier that Tinubu hates Nigeria?
Definitely, it doesn't hate the country. Really, truly. I think that I reflected on some of this criticism.
Okay,
sorry,
sir. You were talking about Muslim ticket. That's what you were talking.
I came to the conclusion.
Yes.
That part of our challenge, even for those of us who have to criticize government, is that in this particular instance, our issue is that we have a limited understanding of the work going on towards reform, and reform is not pretty. It's like planting bamboo. You keep going there every day, it looks as if nothing is sprouting. You go there, it looks as if nothing is sprouting. If you're impatient, you can be frustrated. No. But when it starts to sprout, it grows rapidly fast and be there forever and ever.
Sir, you said you're not in part of the APC yet. So for now.
Well, the reason why I said that is very simple. I don't want you to come back tomorrow morning if I decide that I want to join APC, and then you start telling me, I said I will never join.
Okay.
I already told you that in 2015, it became an alternative pan-Nigerian party that does not make me think that everything that people are sitting in their cocoon is the cult following of individuals.
We have to go.
And even if you ask me, the people in the Bola Tinubu and President Buhari, who are the anchors of those parties, have been quite stable compared to the people that are on my side.
Right,
every day they have a new name for their party.
We have to go. So you're saying you could join the APC tomorrow? It just matters.
Why will I even deny myself that if I choose that is the best? Am I not even from the south? If I wanted to contest an election, it's not even better to go to a party that's popular in my zone.
We'll love to have you back next week, sir, for part 2.
When you beg me and if you promise me that your listeners will not just be trying to call everybody because we are in the country.
Well,
I love you.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir. Bye. Thank you very much. You got to go. People, we'll have him back, okay? Let's go for the news update. Thank you very much for your time.
The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.